might have heard someone say about starting and running a business, if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. And I think most of us know it's not going to be easy, but I wonder just how many of us realize how hard it's actually going to be. I know at the beginning, I totally didn't. And over time, I've met many business owners, and a lot of them have said, if I knew it was going to be this hard, I probably never would have gotten into it. And yet, sunk cost fallacy kicks in, and we have too many irons in the fire to walk away. So we just stick with it and hope eventually something will change and it won't be this hard. I was once at the point where all I could do was put one foot in front of the other and hope eventually, like, some kind of miracle would happen and my business would be easier. Literally, I woke up each morning and I thought, okay, all I can do today is put one foot in front of the other. If I do that, the day is successful. Turns out the minor miracle did happen, and it wasn't a big customer or viral video or anything like that. It was something unexpected, as you might expect from a miracle. Welcome to the Fife Movement. I'm your host, Amanda Neely. This is the only movement that helps our generation create our unique feminine and entrepreneurial approach to financial independence. Now, to understand that minor miracle, you have to know that after working from 2009, when we first wrote that first draft of our business plan, through opening our doors in 2011, 2012 roared in as the worst year in our lives. In January, we had to put our cat down. In February, my mom had a stroke. In March, we barely skated through our 1-year anniversary of being open to the public. In April, Brandon's grandma passed away. At the end of May, I had a miscarriage. In June, we waited 12 whole hours at the emergency room for Brandon to find out that he had appendicitis and needed to get his appendix removed. 12 hours just to find that, like, waiting in excruciating pain. It was really bad for him. It was this series of events that almost ended everything. The following months were the time when I started that morning mantra. Just put one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other. And I did that for a full year until things started to shift. We found a financial professional who helped us sort out our financials. We got serious about making an actual personal income. Up until that point, we only took our share of the measly tips from the small little tip jar. We made a commitment to having a life outside of work, even for just a couple hours a week. That was the minor miracle. This realization that our lives were so much more than our business. That shift in our heads was a miracle to us. The realization gave us fresh hope, fresh perspective, and most importantly, a new meaning to our persistence. I've come to believe that persistence, or better yet, a highly stubborn tenacity, is a key ingredient for being the owner of a business. If we're tenacious enough and go in one direction long enough, despite the obstacles and setbacks, even if we're just putting one foot in front of the other, eventually we'll look back and we'll see we've made progress, significant progress. And looking back, even a couple years after that worst year of our lives, I was amazed we survived, but I also saw how strong we'd become because we went through it. And it was around that time when we had a couple years after 2012, when we had another major setback in our business from a shift in the local economy. It wasn't a pandemic, but it was close. This time we had the fortunate opportunity to chat with another business owner, and he happened to be the business owner of a family business that was generations of history. And he told us that that same shift in the local economy was impacting his business too. And the biggest thing he learned from his dad and from his grandfather before him was that business ownership never really gets easier. The problems just change in scope and what you need to handle them, all that kind of stuff. Now, all this might make you want to hang up your apron, stop your business, but remember, the grass on the other side is just as hard, if not harder, especially if you got that entrepreneurial spirit, right? And remember that difficulty also brings opportunity. Persistence through difficulty gives you a grit to withstand future challenges. Looking for the opportunities to grow in the midst of adversity strengthens your creativity and might just make you and your business stronger for the future. My question for you today is this. In the midst of a pandemic, when life is hard and business might be just a little bit harder, my question is this. How can you see the opportunity in the difficulty? How might you use the pressure to make yourself stronger? What slight shifts could make all the difference? What little things, like having a life outside your business and realizing your life is more than your business, right? Maybe it's that, maybe it's something different, but a slight shift that could make all the difference. For example, what 1 or 2 hours per week could you shift to something that brings you joy and helps you persist? That shift might be that kind of minor miracle that you're looking for. Thanks for joining me and connecting with the Fife movement. As you go about your day today, remember, wealth is coming your way. Your quest is to prepare for using it well. For more tips on how to prepare, be sure to subscribe. And to connect with the community, visit fifemovement.com. If my gift has helped you today, please pay that gift forward by sharing this content with a friend. My gratitude in advance. To help this video be seen by more people, please hit the like button, and we invite your feedback in the comments as well. What minor miracle have you experienced in your business that's helped you keep going even when it seemed too difficult to persist through that? Or what opportunities are you finding in today's challenges? How are you using today's pressures to make you stronger?